go here? Thanks, Anna. Good evening, everyone. Just before we start into the regular agenda, I wanted to just bring up something for the community, or at least for the community to think about, and also council for that matter. In the last couple of weeks, I've spent a fair bit of time watching this crisis unfold in Ukraine and what's going on there, and kind of sat down myself and said, I wonder whether we could be doing anything. And I look around this community and talk to businesses, and all I ever hear is, I need employees, can't get anybody, can't hire anybody. So I took it upon myself to, number one, I met with a young lady from the Ukraine and kind of talked to her as to how we could go about helping and providing, some employment here. I talked to communicated with our two cabinet ministers here, both federal and provincial, and kind of let them know that we would be considering doing something. And I emailed Jeremy Harrison, who is our immigration minister, then talked to people at the Ukrainian Canadian Congress, which has an office in Saskatoon, and they're directly involved in placement of, they don't really want to call them immigrants, or refugees at this point. They want to call them immigrants, which is fine. They're waiting patiently for the Saskatchewan, or for the federal government to get the visa requirements or non-requirements in place so they can start to place people. And I also talked to a lady they have a special group set up in the government of Saskatchewan for dealing with Ukrainian immigration. So I guess from a community point of view, I would like to know what support there is for getting people here. At the present time, you're probably dealing more with women and children, since anybody over 18 is basically conscripted to fight over there, but I'm sure that's not going to go on long. And I guess if you're looking at this from a community point of view, I think we want the people who want to be here and are looking for a new future. So if anybody, I've had Anna do a little bit of work on Facebook as far as job opportunities. Probably what I'd say would be a lukewarm response so far. Definitely I read the paper and read the Facebook ads too, and there are jobs out there, significant numbers. So I think I will be talking to council later tonight about maybe reserving some funds in order to assist. I mean, obviously, if people are coming to our community and basically with the shirt on their back out of their country, they're going to need some assistance for a while. And I think people in Kindersley are a giving lot. They always have proven that. So I would hope that we take a look at this. I look at it as an opportunity. I think if you think back 12, 14 years ago, we probably had a zero Filipino population. Right now, I think there's somewhere between 350 and 400 population, which is almost 10%, filling a multitude of jobs in this community that I have no idea how we would have filled if they weren't here. So I can speak from our town. We probably have 8 working in our both Public Works and Rink crew right now that are Philippine people. So I think it's an opportunity if we handle it right and direct things. So if anyone has any questions, my cell number is 463-8137. I'm available. The town 463-2675. You can make an appointment or talk to probably Anna or Audrey or Kim. to see what we can do to help here. So that's my lesson for the day. We'll start now with the agenda. Agenda item 1.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley, having established quorum, resolves to call the March 14th, 2022 regular meeting of council to order at 5:06 p.m. I need a mover and a seconder, please. Warren and Randy. All in favor? Thank you. Anybody see anything you want to move from the consent agenda into the regular agenda? I don't think there was a whole bunch there, as I recollect, a couple of minutes and things. Agenda item 2.2, that the Council of Kindersley resolves to adopt the agenda for the March 14th, 2022 regular meeting of council as presented, and that a copy of this agenda be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. I need a mover and a seconder, please, Chris. Gary, thanks. All in favor? Thank you. Anyone see anything on the regular agenda they want to declare a conflict of interest on? I think so. I didn't see anything. Agenda item 4.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves, whereas the time being 5:07 p.m., that the regular meeting of council be adjourned to a confidential in-camera meeting. Mover second, please. Rob, Warren. All in favor? Agenda item 6.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve as presented the minutes from the February 28, 2022 regular meeting of council, and that these minutes be attached to and form part of the minutes of this meeting. I need a mover and a seconder, please. Randy? Warren? All in favor? Yep. Oops. We got a problem here. Okay, agenda item 7.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves that in relation to the application to subdivide land R5-22S for a proposed residential subdivision located in the RM of Kindersley at the northeast of 332823 west of the 3rd, and the Community Planning District of the Government of Saskatchewan's requested that the Council of the Town of Kindersley comment on the application. That the Council of the Town of Kindersley is not aware of any land or site conditions that would be incompatible with the intended use of the proposed application, and that the Council of the Town of Kindersley does not have any facilities affected by the proposed development. Administration, you want to comment on that?
Sure. So this is for a subdivision located just south of town. It's just a residential subdivision, and they're just subdividing 1 yard site out of that quarter. There's nothing, I think, that would cause us any issues at this time to not go ahead with it.
Any questions, Council? Seeing none, I need a mover and a seconder, please. Gary? Second, Chris? All in favor? Thank you. Okay, agenda item 8.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to accept as submitted the list of accounts as paid by the Town of Kindersley in the amount of $359,070.96, and that a copy of said accounts be attached to and form a part of the minutes of this meeting. Have any questions aside from me? Had a couple that I questioned on the advertising end of things and got sorted out on that. And I did notice that was there 2 whirly bills in there? I guess we must have.
Yes, Oh, not too early?
Oh, I think there was one that had some outstanding charges from before that.
Oh, no.
It was a Loris bill.
There was 2 Loris bills.
2
on
Loris, sorry.
Yes,
That's what it is,
and Loris had an issue with their accounting system, and they had failed to charge us some charges, so then they forwarded that on.
They forgot to charge us the whole thing, looks like, because they're both the same amount. Just our monthly contract, I guess.
Oh, okay, so.
27.
No, what happened there?
That's a different.
Or is that a
item.
cutoff?
Sorry.
No, that's okay. What happened there is on the last one, she didn't pay the whole invoice. So then, we had to pay it this time. So that's just there was just an issue with how the check was issued at the last council.
Oh, so we didn't send it to them and we're reissuing it?
No.
Yeah, because there's 2.
Part of it was missed or,
There's 2 identical checks there,
Yeah.
27,148.
yeah.
Okay, any other questions, council?
Charges, so they shouldn't be the same.
If not, can I get someone to approve the warrant? Second, Rob,
But I think that's
all in favor?
like,
Carried.
No,
Okay,
so those should be not the same.
agenda item 9(1)A.
It shouldn't be the same amount.
That the council of the town of Kindersley resolves to approve the first reading of bylaw 0122, being a bylaw to provide for the care and control of animals in the town of Kindersley. Who's speaking, or
I can
Perry,
speak on this,
can you?
Mr. Mayor. So this is the previous bylaw that we brought to council with the amendment to add in for the TNR program.
Any questions on that? We're gonna read this both 3 times. Chris?
Yeah.
Councillor Baker?
So I see you've added the TNR program or the catch and release program under 18.8. Do you have a definition of that program?
No, sir.
Maybe we should throw a definition for a brief description, and I think a program like that should be defined under its own section as well. So just to clarify for people what that program is.
Okay.
I looked, I couldn't find anything besides the reference, utilize a trap and release program, but there's not actually a program listed.
Well, because we're not developing the program or running the program. So it's whether there's going to be a separate TNR program that we're able to utilize. So I don't see how we could suggest how a TNR program could be done, but unless we're running the program and doing it ourselves, I don't see how defining it would necessarily fall in. What we've done is define a feral cat and the fact that it has to be controlled by the animal control officer of the town.
Okay, so then who's administering the trap and release program?
That'll be an outside organization like Cause or one of those so when Lisa was here, she was looking to find a group that would start this trap and release program and get funding for it and whatever. So if they go ahead and do that, then yes, we will utilize that program. But if nobody initiates that program, then it won't be available to the town of Kindersley in this area.
Yeah, even just a definition under definitions, just saying, this, trap and release program, and then a program that, encourages the,
Yeah, we could definitely put a definition of a trap and release program, and then, because that's where, if available. So if it's in the community, we can use a trap and release, but if it's not, then we can do, so yeah, we can, if you want to do the first reading, and then we can bring it back for the next one to do the remainder. Just because we will need to look up the definition of a trap and release.
Yeah, and then just defined by a third party or something. That way you don't get Maybe someone coming in
A
and
third, yeah, we
saying,
could put a third-party program that and put a definition in there of that sort. Yep,
just so no one misidentifies what that is.
yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry
So
about that, Council.
we will pass this first reading and then put a hold on the readings until the next meeting, which will be the 28th.
Yep.
So, any questions on that, council? Be good? If not, then I can have a mover and a seconder, and we'll pass the first reading, which is Deputy Mayor and Councillor Anderson, all in favor? Carried. Okay, do we need a motion to hold off on the rest of this, or?
No, you can just skip it.
I think you can just,
First reading.
Skip by it.
yeah, I don't think you need to.
Okay, we'll consider it skipped by then. Agenda item 10.1, that the Council of the Town of Kindersley resolves to approve the consent agenda, which include the following items for acceptance and filing: a letter from the Office of the Official Opposition from Ryan Miley, the Kindersley RCMP February 22, 2022 policing report, and the Kindersley Chamber of Commerce minutes for November and January 2022. I said there wasn't a whole bunch in there, so we're good.
Thank you, Council.
Yeah, good night.
If,
Uh,
yeah, if you want, the leader to come and speak, or the opposition to come speak.
Oh, yeah.
Gary'd like to meet with them privately.
Yeah.
Ken wants to sit in on.
So it's got, I guess our campaign office. All right, I don't know.
Okay. We can solve that over tomorrow. Could I have a mover and a seconder for agenda item 10.1, please? Chris? Warren? All in favor? Carried. Okay. "14.1, that the Council of Town of Kindersley resolves that all business having been concluded, the March 14th, 2022 regular meeting of council be adjourned at 7:27 p.m. Mover seconder, please. Warren, Rob. All in favor?